Alright. Good afternoon, everyone. Welcome to the Microsoft Excel workshop. Alright. First off, I want to go over, what is Excel? By definition, Excel is being exceptionally good at or being proficient at an activity or subject. And with Microsoft Excel, there are several things that that Excel helps you become proficient or good at. Why is Excel useful? You can use it at school. When you have to present data, when you have to present a chart, and you want someone to visually see what you're trying to explain, you can use Excel. And also when you have to input data for, say, an activity that you're doing, or say for example, you have a science class or a class where you have to perform an experiment. You can put in your measurements or your findings. If your findings have to do with digits, you can put it in there as well. And for charts and graphs, you can create charts and graphs using the data that you input in Excel. Business. It's basically the same thing, except now you can create files and help. These files can assist you when you do your presentations. And also with these files, you can keep track of your company products. You can keep track of your company's sales and how is everyone performing. Like if each one of your employees gets a Excel sheet and they input their data, and say one of your employees is named Mikkel. Say for example, Mikkel sells five chocolate bars, and then you have another list for CJ, and CJ sells 4 chocolate bars. Then you can see obviously who wants the job more, Mikkel, because Mikkel sold more chocolate bars. And you can see that using Excel. See, these are examples of certain charts and graphs you can do with Excel. This right here is a top performer chart. These are the categories: furniture, and how much revenue is coming in for each year. This is year 2002, 2003, 2004, and so on. And also with that, they have a chart of percentages, which has more percentages. And right here, this is just basically a graph showing you, what type of pie graph you can create in Excel using the information you put in. Now, time to create your own. What we're going to do together today is start off from scratch and create a monthly budget sheet. Budget is something that everyone will need and is useful to everyone. Why? Because if you get paid, you don't want to overspend, and underspending is not bad because then you'll save.
Yeah.
All right. So we're gonna go to Excel. Using from your computer, you can find it right here on the lower bar. If it's not there, you can click the start button and type in Excel, EXCEL, and it should show up Excel 2013. If you have 2010, it'll show up Microsoft Excel 2010 or any version that you have. So you go ahead and click on it. It should upload, and you will have several options. And we're gonna start with a blank workbook. All right. With your blank workbook, what we're gonna do, we're gonna start off by naming this tab. We're gonna name it August. So down here, you're gonna take your mouse, you're gonna scroll to the bottom right here. You're gonna right click, and you're gonna right under delete. You're gonna press rename. and we're going to name it August, the month August. August. And you click enter once you're done. Alright, now we named the chart, well, we named this tab, this sheet, we named it August. So what we're going to do, we're going to take the mouse, we're going to click from right here, from A, we're going to hold it on A with the white cross showing, not the black cross, the white cross. Right in the middle, we're going to select from A1 all the way to F1. Then we're going to go right here to the alignment tab, and right here in the alignment tab they have a merge and center button. You're gonna click on it, and once you click on it, you will click inside the merge cells, double click, and what you're going to type in there, all caps, make sure all your caps are on, your all caps is on, and you're going to type in monthly budget, MONTHLY, space, budget, BUDGET. Did everyone do that?
Yeah.
If I'm moving too fast, let me know. Alright, and once you're done, it should look like this. And right under it, we're gonna click in. We're gonna click and keep your all caps on. For your titles and subtitles, you're gonna use all caps. And you're gonna write in paycheck under A. A2 will be named paycheck.
Click or double click?
Double click.
Okay.
And B2, you will have date as the name. And once you write it, to quickly move over to the next cell, all you have to do is press tab on your keyboard. You could use the mouse and click back and forth, or you could press tab on your keyboard and move quickly. You could also use the arrow keys to move left, right, down, and up. Now, once you double click to move over, you would have to use the tab button. But back to the name. The next one will be in C2. It will be called gross income. Then once you're done typing gross income, you press tab and you type in taxes. Then you tab over again and you place net income. Type in net income. Press tab again and you press total net income.
You see that?
Type in total net income.
Why not press income? Press that, right? Press income, press that.
And once you're done with that, press enter. Is anyone still behind? Okay. So now you see you've typed in all these words, but yet it seems like some of them are cut off. Like paycheck, the K is cut off. Gross income, half of the word income is cut off, and both cell C and both in row C, column C, and both in E and F. So
They had two net income?
So
Are there two net incomes?
yes.
Net income and total net income.
Oh, okay.
So what you're gonna do here, since it's all smushed up together, what you're gonna do is auto fit. So right here, in between the A and the B, you'll see a little cross come up like that, looks like this. What you're gonna do is double click that cross with your mouse, and it will auto fit the window. You do the same for the rest of the columns. Once you've done that, you're gonna move down to A3. Is anyone still auto-fitting their columns? You done? Alright. So in column A3, what you're gonna do, you're gonna type in husband. The word husband, HUSBAND. And you're going to press enter, and under husband you will place wife. Under both dates you will type in 8 dash 26-2013, and you'll press enter and do the same. And you'll take your mouse after you have typed both of those in, and you'll move to C3. In C3, you'll type in 115,550, period or dot 23. The next one, you'll type in 63829. Then you'll click in to D3. And for your taxes in D3, you will put 5432.69. And the next one, you'll type in 4500.98. Once you finish with that, you're going to move over to net income. And with this, actually, before we do that, we're going to format these cells. So on cell C3, you'll click on cell C3 with the white cross showing and select all the way to F4. And under the number tab, you'll click down the drop down arrow and you'll go towards accounting and click on accounting.
Say it again.
If you missed it, you're going to click on cell C3 and scroll all the way over to cell F4. And you're going to click the drop down arrow and go toward and click on accounting. And it should look like this.
C3 to F4.
Yes.
And then you said go to
The drop down there where you see general.
Once you have all this selected, I'll go through it again. You go over to the number tab. You'll see the drop down arrow. You click on that. Once the drop down list displays, you'll scroll down to accounting, and with your mouse you will click on accounting.
on the journey or which one?
Accounting.
Accounting? Oh, okay. And then accounting. After this step.
And after this step, now
it seems that I missed one. Because you went 2 times on accounting, right? Oh,
okay. So your screen should look like mine. And if it does, then you're doing good. So now you click on net income. This right here is the part where you need to pay attention, because now you're going to be putting in formulas. So to achieve your net income, to get your net income, you have to subtract your taxes from your gross income. You can do this by calculator or by hand and take a whole bunch of time, or you could use Excel properly. And pay attention, because I'll show you how to do it. Double click inside cell E3 and place the equal sign. And this is how you begin any formula. You put an equal sign inside the cell. So now, since I want to get the husband's net income, what I do here is click on his gross income, which is cell C3. And I subtract the taxes that they take away from him. So I subtract, on the key, there's a minus. Click on that, and your screen should look like this. It should stop moving around. And now you click on his taxes that they take away from him. And it should look like this. And once you press enter,
how did you get the minus sign?
it's the minus is on your keyboard.
Oh, okay. Press it, right?
Yes.
Oh, okay.
And once you press enter, these are the values that show.
Okay.
And we'll do the same for cell E4. Equal sign. Get the gross income and subtract the taxes. and press enter, and that's her net income for the month. That's a lot of money for the month. Now, the total net income for the both of them, what we'll do here is take cell F4, select F4 and select F3 together, and go to merge and center.
Wow, ladies and gentlemen.
And for the total net income, what you're gonna do here is combine both the husband's and the wife's income, the net income of both of them. So what you're gonna do here is press the equal sign. You're gonna click on the husband's income, and you're gonna press the plus sign on your keyboard, and you're gonna add that with the wife's income, so the net income, and you're gonna press enter, and together that's how much that family makes in a month. After taxes. Anyone still stuck? Okay.
Yes, a little bit.
I get this one. I go to do and I go to let it go.
For anyone who missed how to get the total net income, what you do is press the equal sign, and then you select the husband's net income, and you add that with the wife's income, and this is the number you should get: $169,445.56. And then click enter. Okay. Moving forward, the next thing we'll do is type in under A5 monthly gross budget. And if you don't want your screen looking like that, remember you can use this to fit to the window. Auto fit it to the window. And the next step, in A7, cell A7, we're going to type in budgets. I'm going to click off of it and select cell A7 and B7, and what we'll do is merge them, merge and center them. The first budget will be the monthly budget. Then press enter once you type that in. The second will be the bi-weekly. The third will be the weekly budget. The fourth will be the daily budget. And press enter. Now if you want to get your budget all the way down to an hour, you can also do that as well. For the monthly budget, what we do here is basically just put in the same formula for cell F3 and F4, which will be equal sign. Select the husband's net income, add that with the wife's net income, and it should be the same number. And for the bi-weekly, what you're going to do is press the equal sign, and you're going to select cell B8 and divide that by 2. Bi-weekly budget means how much you can spend every 2 weeks. Now, for the weekly budget.
Can you do the bi-weekly again?
Oh, going back to the bi-weekly, in case you missed it. I'm going to delete it. Okay. On the bi-weekly, we're going to press the equal sign. And then we're going to select the monthly budget. And we're going to divide that. What you're going to do is, there's the dash right next to the num lock key on the keypad, on the number keypad. Right above the number 8, it should be located right above the number 8. And you click on that, and then you press 2. And that should give you the bi-weekly budget. The bi-weekly budget is the budget that you have for every 2 weeks. How much the family can spend every 2 weeks. Then you press enter and move down towards the weekly budget. Once again, to put it in the formula, you press the equal sign. After you press the equal sign, you click on cell B8, the monthly budget, and you divide that by 4, because there are 4 weeks in a month, well, most months. And now for your daily budget, we're gonna be using the weekly budget. We're gonna press the equal sign. We're gonna click on the weekly budget, and we're gonna divide that by 7. So there are 7 days in a week. So for each day, this family can spend as much as $6,000.51. Well, $6,051.63. Now, say this family is a constant spender, like all they do is just spend their money. So, and now they want to get their budget down to an hour. They want to figure out how much money they can spend every single hour. And there are 24 hours in a day, so what we're going to do is press the equal sign, and we're going to click on the daily budget, and we're going to divide that by 24. And every hour they can spend $252.15. Wow, that's a paycheck. For some. And now, what we're going to do, we're going to move down to cells A15, and we're going to type in household expenses. Gonna tab over to cell B15 and write expense amount. And we're gonna auto fit that window as well. Now, moving forward, under household expenses, I'm going to type in light for the light bill, phone for the phone bill, internet for the internet bill, cable for the cable bill. So kids love to watch more on the Saturday morning cartoons and cartoons when the babysitter is around. And so speaking of the babysitter, we'll type in the babysitter because they need to pay her. Babysitter gets thirsty a lot, so they need to have water, and the kids love to take showers all day. Food, because everybody gets hungry in the house. And even when they're not in the house, they like to spend on food. When the parents go to work and the babysitter is not available, they have to go to daycare during the day and, learn 1, 2, 3s and the ABCs. And that will be all the household expenses. Oh, actually, let's add in the mortgage. Did everyone type that in?
Yes.
Alright. So now we're going to scroll down right under mortgage. We're going to type in total. And we're going to press enter twice. And we're going to put total amount spent in August. And we're going to auto fit that window as well. And right under total amount spent in August, we're going to press enter 2 times. So once we type that in, you're going to press enter 2 times, and you're going to also write monthly savings. So for the light bill, kids are always playing video games, and they keep the lights on all day. AC's always going, so put the light bill around $450 because it's a big house. For the phone bill, everybody in the house has a phone because everybody likes to stay connected to each other, so $250 for the phone bill. The internet, they're paying $50 for that. The cable bill, they're paying $150 for that because they like to have every single channel possible. The babysitter, she's there for extra hours, and sometimes she's there overnight. So they pay her about $6,000 a week. I mean $6,000 in the month. The water bill. Remember, they have to water their grass. They have to water their flowers, plants. They have a huge garden in the back. They grow their own food, so they have to water that. So the water bill is going to be around $2,000. The food, that's something that's expendable.
Oh no. Wow.
So for food, say they like to go out to nice fancy restaurants, and then they like to get the organic food, and they like to get the stuff that's very expensive. Although they have their own garden, they still spend about 10,000.
I'm from I see
10,000 on food.
I see you're only I'm far behind now.
Okay. And for the daycare, they're spending, they have 4 children, and at the best possible daycare they can find. So for the daycare, they're spending $4,215 a month. And for the mortgage, it's a very big, expensive house. So for the mortgage, they're paying $20,000 a month. And press enter. Anyone still behind?
Yeah. I'm far behind.
I'm going to stop for a moment just to help out a student.
I see you good about this thing. Only one comment. The first. Let's see. Oh no, I can see because you see, and that's supposed to be nurturing. It's really good.
It's not the same, but try to use that. All right, we're back. All right. Now we have everything entered in. So now we're gonna just do the final math right here for the total amount spent on all the expenses. We're gonna press the equal sign. And we're gonna highlight, as a matter of fact, actually backspace the equal sign, and we're gonna use the sum formula. And we're gonna use this as a sum. I'm gonna highlight from B16 all the way down to B24, and we're going to use the sum formula, the auto sum. Going back, if you missed that, you're going to scroll down from 450 all the way down to 20,000. You're going to click on the auto sum button, and that gives you the sum. And now this is dealing with money, so right here under the numbers tab, we're going to take our mouse while this is still selected. We're going to take our mouse, go over here, the drop down arrow under the numbers tab, and we're going to press accounting. And it should have went from general numbers to accounting numbers. Did everyone get that?
Yeah.
Okay. Now for the total amount spent in August, this is it right here. It's the same thing. You can press the equal sign. And this time we'll use sum. Actually, I'm gonna leave that blank, and we're gonna use sum. And if this comes up, so you want to change the range, so you use this range instead. And you should have the same number for cell B27 as you do in cell B25. So now, for your monthly savings, how much has this family saved in total for the whole entire month? What you're going to do is go down, click in cell B29, press the equal sign, scroll back up to their monthly budget or their total net income. Either one will be fine because they're both the same. We're going to use the monthly budget. We'll click on that. And from that, we're going to subtract the total amount spent that month. And then we're going to press enter.
So again, first thing we click on monthly saving, right?
You go here to the monthly budget. Well, first thing first, you go down. I'll delete that. Press the equal sign. Then click on the monthly budget. Subtract the total amount spent from the monthly budget. Subtract cell B27. Press enter, and that's how much the family would have saved that month. Now, say for instance the family decided that they wanted to spend more on food. Say they spent $56 $1,000 more on food, then all the numbers would change. Did you see how that happened? So go ahead and change any digit you want and see how the budget changes. Now, say they spend $30,000 on water, and they ordered movies every single night, and they ended up spending $15,000 on cable, and say the babysitter spent every single night at their home, and they spent $54,000. See, now they're overspending. So now, say for instance, this is the income they get for next month. Now they realize, I'm going to spend $2,000 on water this month instead. I'll stay home more often with my own children. Now they're saving more that next month. Okay. Now say you want to present this to someone and you want to add some color and everything to it. So now what you're going to do, you're going to click on cell A1, and right here under cell styles, you're going to click heading 1. Cell styles, heading 1. Then you're going to click on A2, scroll all the way over to F2, and you're going to apply heading 2. And then you're going to click down to cell A7.
On cell 1, heading 1, right?
Yes, on cell A1,
A1, yeah.
you're going to go to cell styles and click on heading 1. And cells A2, select all the way to F2 and select heading 2. On cell A7, you're going to select cell style heading 3.
Said 3 is done.
Cell A7, cell styles, and go to heading 3.
A7.
And back and go down to cell A15 and select B15 as well, and cell style heading 2.
You said A15 to
A15, select A15 and B15. And then you go to cell styles, you click down and you apply heading 2. And for each total, what you're going to do is select each total. I'm going to start with cell A27 to B27, and I'm going to go to cell styles, and I'm going to put the cell style total right here. Do you all see it?
Yeah.
I'm going to select that, and I'm going to do it also for the total right above it.
What I did for the A27?
Right here, you click on it, and you go to cell styles, and you apply total.
It's on the right.
right here under styles, cell styles.
Which one is the one? Oh, this one?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Okay. So now, right here, you're gonna take this, use this cross. Use this cross. The black cross appears once you select over that little box, that square, and you drag it down to budget. Oh, actually, press undo. And we'll actually have to input the formula. This formula above was found by adding the husband's net income with the wife's net income.
You said press undo, right?
Yes.
You said put the formula. What formula?
The formula for this is E3 plus E4. Equal sign E3 plus E4.
E3. E3 plus E4?
Yes.
Okay. Okay, I get it.
And you press enter.
Yeah.
Okay, now you're gonna also select from A5 all the way down to F5, and you're gonna apply the cell style total to it as well.
You said A5.
A5 all the way to F5. Okay, and then you're gonna select right here. Pay attention. You'll select.
First, you ask me to select A5 to F5.
Yes.
And then that.
And then use that and you add in the cell style total. Okay, and now you're gonna select the gross income. Both gross incomes, you're gonna select that. And what you're gonna do, you're gonna go to cell styles and you're gonna add the cell style good. And you're gonna move over. Make sure that's auto fitted. And you're gonna move over to taxes. You're gonna select both taxes. And you're gonna go down to cell styles. And you're gonna select bad. Cell style bad to display the red. And then you're gonna select both net incomes, and then you're gonna go over to cell styles and apply good once again. And for cell styles, for F, for the monthly gross budget and the total net income section, you're going to apply the cell style calculation.
Well, it's only for the monthly gross budget.
Monthly gross budget and total net income.
Okay. You said which one?
Right here, select both, and apply cell styles calculation.
Calculation.
Yes.
Calculation. Okay.
And right here, on expense amount, you're going to select that whole entire thing from B16 through B24. and you're gonna go down to sell styles, and you're gonna put warning text, and it should display as red.
You said warning?
Yes. And then on the total for 25, for B25, you're gonna apply the sell style bad. And then, lastly, you'll select your monthly saving, and you'll apply the sell style good to it. And it should look like this. And you can use this as your budget sheet. You have right here your gross income. You can enter in your gross income, your taxes, then you get your net income, and you'll get your total net income. And if you live with more than one person, you can add them in as well. And your budgets, these will be your budgets here. You can use the monthly through daily. You never really use the hourly like that unless you want to spend hourly, which I don't think most people do. But you know, if you have a business, you could use the hourly to calculate hourly how much your business is spending, and also these are for your expenses. And at the end of the month, this is how much you would save if you were this couple. That is all. Good day, everyone.
That's all?
Yes.